there's only, I believe there's about 80% of women that probably need assistance when it comes to female hygiene.
You got
and there's this magnificent 20% that have no smell. We talk about this all the time. Do y'all know when y'all stinking up the room?
Nick, you might be giving girls bacterial vaginal.
It's not no film shit for y'all. This is some behind the scenes. We having a conversation because a very candid conversation because she's a very successful entrepreneur and she created several things that she's been highly recognized for. And the conversation is really, it's going back vaginal.
Yes.
It's vaginal. Yes. Keeping women vaginals fresh,
that's right,
clean. I'm putting this in there. Free. Waxed. I put that in there. Waxed. I put that in there. But it was a conversation. It was something that my homie Nick Cannon brought up the other day, and this was basically what I was asking her about. You know, he brought up a conversation speaking on, you know, being intimate with a woman and there being cottage cheese or odor or smells.
Yeah.
And I just wanted
I think he said flat out that women's vaginas stink.
Yeah, pussy stink.
Okay.
And not speaking on all of them because, damn, that would be fucked up.
Right.
But just for the women that need to know, and really this conversation is for the men that don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I've been blessed and lucky to not deal with odors and cottage cheese.
Really?
And what is the cottage cheese thing we was just talking about?
So all the JJ you've had in your life, you've never experienced one that had a little off smell to it.
I'm gonna be honest. When I think of that,
whole life.
no. When you know, in my life, I've had a lot of vajayjay.
Right.
But when I think of just an odor, I don't have nobody that come to mind.
Good. That's
you know
good.
what I'm saying?
That's good.
Now, was I a young nigga running around playing football and bathed 2 days myself? I may have been. So they may have smelled something. Yeah, they may have smelled something. Yeah, but I wasn't never in the condition that a hot shower wouldn't fix.
True.
But women, it ain't that easy.
Yeah, because like we're internal.
And that's what I wanted to ask you as far as, I know it's one thing to bathe and wash with soap and all that, and then it's something that has to go deeper. Could you explain to myself and any fellas that's watching, what's that? Because they may have a woman that they really love. And fellas, if you are
like
in
that.
a relationship and with a woman that you love, and when you met her, she smelled like, you know, and now you just wondering what's been going on the last week or 2 or 3. We got to get to the bottom of that, and she finna help us right now.
Yeah. So when a woman is experiencing odor, more than likely she has some type of bacterial infection inside of her. Now, yeast infection is different from like a bacterial vaginosis because a yeast infection does not have any odor, but it has a look to it. Okay, the yeast is going to be like white cream with little balls in it, like cottage cheese.
All right, and I need you to keep going and not to cut you off. Only question I have is one natural that a woman can, you know, something that comes up with just herself, or is it something that's sexually transmitted disease?
So yeast infections, I've heard of people, you know, experiencing yeast infections for a variety of reasons, but also like, for instance, I had a client who engaged in anal and then caught a yeast infection thereafter. So obviously that has to do with, you know, some type of bacteria and such and fungus. But bacterial.
So the anal could have yeast too.
And so, or cause yeast. And so bacterial vaginosis can be caused by a number of things. It could be caused by smoking. It can be caused by your underwears, the detergent you use, and men can carry bacteria as well that can cause the onset of bacterial vaginosis. You know what I mean? It's several different things, not always sexually transmitted. Some women, their vagina is just sensitive. You know, and so. And
now you saying that in their defense, if it is.
Yeah, a lot of women have very sensitive vaginas. You could literally just blow on them and they just get an infection, just like, I mean, not literally, but you know, and they'll get an infection.
You gotta get rid of her, fellas, if you blow that thing and she get the fungus.
Yeah, no, but like there are several different things, but sometimes it can be caused from a man having bacteria. Seriously. Okay. A lot of times women end up getting bacterial vaginosis too from having multiple sex partners, and she could only have one sex partner, but her man has several sex partners, and she can get bacterial vaginosis from that.
And that goes along with anything else sexually transmitted. Mm-hmm. All right, so look, let's say if I'm in a relationship and a chick I'm kicking it with, I'm cool with, I don't know how to tell her.
Yeah.
Which product should I get from you?
Yeah.
Or should I just get the whole setup?
Yeah, so there's 2 products. One is used for the external, and that's called Coochie Wa. Okay?
Coochie Wa.
Yes, Coochie Wa.
They could get that on the website.
That's right, FEMMAGIC.com. And then, so that's for only external purposes, because women, their vaginas are very sensitive, so I created that formula, and it's all natural, chemical free, to where they don't have to worry about something throwing their pH off if they use it, and it's only for external purposes, even though it's 100% natural, chemical, paraben free, right? Then you have Vag Elixir. Now, Vag Elixir is what's really, really necessary. It's something that every woman should just have in her cabinet, on deck, just waiting, because we can literally catch a yeast infection or something of the sort just from going into a hot tub. Yeah, literally. So, Vag Elixir is an herbal-based oil that you put into your vagina. You put it in your vagina and you let it sit there and marinate to help kill the bacteria, because it's antifungal, antiseptic, antiviral, antibacterial.
So, I knew I could come to you because you were, hugely successful, highly recognized, popular online, 7-figure. When you realized this was something that the women had to know, because this is something that I'm not familiar about, and like I said, I wanted to talk to you after I seen Nick Cannon say what he said. So like I said, the homie Nick Cannon say something. There was a lot of talk about it.
It was.
I woke up the next 2 or 3 days, all the women was, and I'm like, you know what? I know who I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call the boss of my eye, because she gonna give me the game.
Coochie Fairy.
The Coochie Fairy. So look, fellas, we gonna do something cool. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do something cool, and we gotta keep enlightening the men as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not a funny thing. It's not a guy should be able to bring this to his girl.
Yeah.
Like on some, here goes some flowers, and here goes some Coochie Wa.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, I'm a guy and you my girl, and we being intimate, and I want to treat you special.
Yeah.
The vibes gotta be right.
Come on.
You feel me? So
it's a little difficult to introduce your women to vaginal care products.
It
can be embarrassing to her. But you can pose it to her like this. Because the Coochie Wa has a really, really nice...
Drum roll, please.
Yeah. Coochie Wa has a really sweet, nice fragrance to it, even though it's fragrant free. It's all natural, essential oils only, right? So you can kind of let her know, hey baby, this thing, I saw this online and I heard it smelled really good. I saw how all the girls were talking about it in the comment section, and I want to tear that thing up tonight so good, and I bought this for you.
I'm trying to see who I could, order. What's the website?
FEMMAGIC.com.
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 I'm glad, man, I got to kick it with my aunt.
Yeah.
One time for my homie Nick Cannon, you know what I'm saying? All the ladies, we just...
he needs to mind his business.
Oh, shots fired, Nick. I'm going to hold you down, Nick. I'm going to hold you.
Let us deal with it. Like, women have to deal with enough.
Facts.
Come on.
Facts. No, facts. That's facts. Yeah. That's why I told you I wanted to ask you. That's it.
Yeah, and that's really dope that you would, approach it in this way.
No, you're a boss. Most definitely. Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.